Breaking news coming out in the past 48 hours that the next pandemic is already on the way. And they're saying this is diseasex that could kill up to 50 million people. They're saying that the death toll could easily dwarf that of what we experience with COVID-19. Now, as I mentioned, this is just coming out in the past 48 hours. And in this video, I'm going to be covering for you what exactly diseasex is and all the details of what they're saying is going to be the next pandemic. Now, if you didn't already hear, take a look at this. Just in the past couple weeks, so this coming out September 18th of 2023, what to know about Nipah virus amid the outbreak in India. And we're hearing that there are lockdowns taking place due to this virus, and they're saying, don't worry, they believe they have it under control and contained. But here's the concerning issue with this disease. The virus has a fatality rate of 40 to 75%, according to the CDC. Nearly half of the people that contract this virus, they do not make it. And they're concerned, what if something like this were to outbreak on a global scale? And they're saying it's just a matter of time. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you these articles, putting them on the screen, reading right from them, linking them in the description. But right now, all you got to do is go onto Google and type in diseasex, and you will see tons of articles that have come out in the past 48 hours. You'll see this trending all over Google, and that is because in the past 48 hours, WHO and UK experts have warned that diseasex is essentially here, and we're expecting an outbreak that will be global, that will dwarf that of COVID-19. They're saying it will be a repeat and probably surpass that of the 1919 Spanish flu. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be covering all the details for you so you can know exactly what's going on. And I know this is not what anybody wants to hear, but do me a favor. If you appreciate the updates, keeping you aware of what's going on in our world, smash the like button for me. Helps out the YouTube channel a ton. Thank you so much. Just takes a second. Hit subscribe to stay up to date. I'll let you know everything that's going on in our world, with our economy, the United States Social Security system, all of this. I'll keep you up to date. And with that being said, though, let's go ahead and get you caught up on the latest. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as always, link in the description below to this article that came out in the past 48 hours that says the next pandemic is already on the way, as UK chiefs warn diseasex could kill 50 million people. Now it says health experts around the world have warned that COVID-19 is simply a sign of things to come. Dame Kate, who chaired the UK's vaccine task force, warned that the next pandemic could kill at least 50 million people. Speaking to the Daily Mail, the vaccine expert commented that the world got lucky that COVID-19 was not deadlier. The World Health Organization, or WHO, has labeled the next pandemic diseasex, with many experts suggesting it is already on the way. Almost 7 million people died from COVID-19, according to the WHO, following an outbreak in early 2020. Now, Dame Kate warned that the death toll from diseasex could be more than 7 times as deadly as COVID. The vaccine chief also suggested that the next pandemic could be from a virus that already exists. Speaking to the Mail, Dame Kate issued a chilling warning. The 1918 and 1919 flu pandemic killed at least 50 million people worldwide, twice as many as were killed in World War I. Today, we could expect a similar death toll from one of many viruses that already exist. Today, there are more viruses busily replicating and mutating than all the other life forms on our planet combined. Not all of them pose a threat to humans, of course, but plenty do. She suggested that scientists are monitoring 25 virus families, which each comprise up to thousands of individual viruses that all have the potential to evolve into full-blown catastrophic pandemics. This does not take into account the virus that could jump from other animals to humans. Dame Kate added that with COVID, the vast majority of people infected with the virus managed to recover. Now, imagine diseasex is as infectious as the measles, with the fatality rate of Ebola, which is 67%. Somewhere in the world, it's replicating, and sooner or later, somebody will start feeling sick. This comes as UK scientists have already started to develop vaccines against an unknown diseasex. That's right, this is unknown, and they have a list, they're saying, of the diseases that potentially it could be. Now, I'm going to give you the list here in just a second, but it says, now the work which is being carried out at the government's high-security Porton Down Laboratory Complex in Wiltshire is led by a team of more than 200 scientists. They believe that the next pandemic could come from animal viruses that are capable of infecting humans and could spread rapidly around the world. Scientists at the center are monitoring several high-risk pathogens, including bird bird flu, monkeypox, hantavirus, a disease spread by rodents. Professor Dame Jenny Harries, the head of the UK Health Security Agency, said climate change and population shifts are making another pandemic more likely. Now, let's take a look at this article that literally just came out today after this announcement from the UK that has a list of all the potential diseasex pandemics that we could see. Now, a little bit about it. It says, according to the information from the World Health Organization website, diseasex represents the knowledge that a serious international epidemic could be caused by a pathogen currently unknown to cause human disease. The global health body has included diseasex in its list of priority diseases. So they're saying it is likely going to be a mutation of one of these diseases that will outbreak that cannot be contained, and that will cause the next global pandemic. Now, here is the list. At present, the priority diseases are COVID-19, which we just experienced in the past couple years, Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever, Ebola virus disease and Marburg virus disease, Lassa fever, Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus or MERS-CoV, and severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS, Nipah, which we just saw in India, the outbreak that's taking place right now causing lockdowns, and henipaviral diseases, Rift Valley fever, Zika virus, and they're saying diseasex could be a mutation, an unknown disease that could morph from any of these, and they're saying that is likely going to be the next thing that will cause a massive global pandemic. Now, as I mentioned, I know this is not what anybody wants to hear, but like I said, as more information comes out on this, I will be sure to share here on the channel. I want to make sure that if something like this were to spread or start happening, that people here on my channel know exactly what's taking place and they can know to prepare. Now, we will see, because a 40 to 70% mortality rate is absolutely incredible, and they're saying that we probably don't have the vaccines in place to fight something like this. They would not even know the mutation that this would come from, and also it would definitely cause lockdowns like we're seeing in India right now. Now, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that we're going this way? Do you think we're going to be experiencing another one of these pandemics here very soon, like the UK experts are warning? Or do you think that this is likely a once-in-a-generation event? We had the Spanish flu back in 1919. Then we had the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Do you think it'll be another 100 years, or are we just a couple years out until we see the next pandemic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as I mentioned, I'll keep you up to date on everything as it rolls out. And for those of you that want updates on Congress, our economy, Social Security, and money that can help you out at this time, as if we go into lockdowns, we're definitely probably going to need some more stimulus checks. Be sure to check out these videos right here as I'm covering the latest, and I will keep you up to speed every step of the way. But you guys, that is the latest breaking news. I'll be sure to share as more comes out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.